Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this gorgeous Wednesday morning. So we're doing a strength cardio workout. Today we're doing a Tabata. So even if you can't do the whole 45 minutes, if you can only do the first 20 minutes, you should get in about 4 rounds, which is great, and you'll have worked every muscle in your body. And so the last 2, it's one more cardio and floor work for your abs, but still you're working your abs in the other ones too, so don't worry about it if you have 20 minutes. So good morning, Sue. Bonjour, Carole. And that's awesome. So there's quite a few people this morning. We will get started with our feet under our hips, and we're gonna lift the feet off the ground. I like to start with that, just stretching out your feet, even if you're in shoes. So remember, we're doing some cardio. There's always the option of no impact or very low impact. So if you have a yoga mat, you could go bare feet, but if you have any issues with your feet, make sure you're wearing your shoes, or if you have a hard floor. So just lifting the knee up. I want you to exhale as you lift. Try to start thinking about the pelvic floor in. So I said have 2 light weights ready. If you don't have light weights, water bottles would be good. So as I explained a few little things, if you need to go and get those weights, you'll have a minute or so to go get them. So arms out, and we're going to do little circles this morning. When you're doing those little circles, I want you to focus on the core being nice and straight, and you're not moving the core with your arms, right? So you're leaning, incline a little forward. Let's make those circles bigger. Now listen to your shoulders. If you're hearing a lot of clicking noises or there's pain or pinching, make the circles smaller. So I'm going bigger and bigger. So you're gonna go to where you can one more time. Good, and bring them smaller. Good, and let's go the other direction. So start small and make them bigger and bigger. And again, same thing with this direction. You're gonna go to where you can, focus on your core, so the rest of your body is not moving, it's your arms. I'm not using momentum here. Good, and let's bring them a little smaller. And arms out, give me some rotation with your wrist. Let's go in the other direction. Good, and relax. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. All right, and we're gonna go back to our feet. So ankles, you're gonna straighten one leg in front, and you're gonna give me circles. And the other direction. Let's switch leg. Other direction. Standing on one leg, you're gonna bend the other and up, open together. So as we're doing this pretty much every day, if you're doing eccentric sendo workout with me, there's always a hip opener. So you might feel a difference. You might be able to go a little higher, but don't force it. So balance on the other leg, up, open together, just to get things moving. Making sure your hips are staying towards me and that you're not moving them. So, good, and let's come back, feet under our hips. We're gonna do a little bit more balance, so feet a little wider than your hips, and we're gonna go up a little bit on our toes. Bring it down, kiss the floor with your heels, up on your toes. Press it down and up, and press it down one more time, up, and press it down. Good, relax, shake it out. And we're gonna do a little bit of rotation. So arms in front, and sorry, your arms are at chest out, your right arm forward, left arm back, and little touch. Center, touch, center, touch. So waking up your brain a little bit. Little rotation here, no pressure into that low back. I want you to lighten a little bit. We're warming up, so don't go crazy here. Just little reaches. You're gonna walk your hands up towards each upper corner of your space. Back hand comes down. Let's walk our hands back down to shoulder height. And a little lower. Good, last one. And we're gonna do a few squats. So feet are gonna be a little wider than your hips. I want you to focus on sitting back over your heels just a little bit here. Press in your heels, wiggle your toes, abs are engaged. Then breathe out, pelvic floor in, stand. Let's inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, pressing into those heels, pelvic floor in, squeeze the glutes, exhale up. All right, and relax those legs. So for our first one, we don't need the weight, but if you don't have it with you, just go, I have two 2-pound weights. Again, if you have cans of soup, that works well too, or 2 water bottles. So we're starting at 20 seconds of each exercise, a 10-second active recovery in between, so we're not stopping. I'm going to make you move, but slower. In that 20 seconds, I want you to give me what you can for today. So we're going to try and maintain what we did in the first round up until the last one. We've got 4 minutes, so each exercise, there's 2 in each round. We're doing each exercise 4 times, okay? So it's a squat, pop. So we're going to go into our squat here and go up on our toes, or you can jump it. So squat, watching those knees, we don't want them to wobble, up on your toes, or pop. When you're going up on your toes, we don't want the hips forward here. I want you to go nice and tall, head towards the upper corner of the space. We're gonna do butt kicks in between, stretching it out and relaxing the legs. We're going to go into a football run. So here, the same width, you're going to engage everything and we're going to run. And we're going to move forward and back. And I'm going to remind you as we're going. So this one, you want to engage your core because if not, everything is wobbling everywhere. So we don't want that to happen. So nice, strong core. This is going to be a little bit of our warm-up as well for our cardio. So let's get ready for those squat pop. Take the squats to where you can, and we're gonna inhale down, get ready, and go. Down, exhale up, on your toes. Down, up, down, up. So you're going to where you can into that squat, watching those knees, you're pressing into your heels, and chest stays up. We don't want this to happen. Last one. Good, and little butt kicks, relax, breathe. We're going into that full bar run rest next. Good morning, Rita, so feet a little wider, engage and run. So here, you're touching the floor with your heels a little tiny bit every time. If not, your calves would be unhappy. You're gonna move forward a little bit and back. And we're not tapping the floor. You're trying to be as light as you can on those feet. Relax, breathe. So we're going back to a squat. You can jump it if you want, or go up on your toes. Let's get ready. Inhale down, abs are engaged, pressing into your heels. Up on the toes, and up. When you're going on your toes, make sure you're not sending your ankles out. So go to the height that you can, or you can add that little up. Good, relax, shake it out, and breathe. Going back to a football run. Feet the same width here, engage and run. So we're gonna go forward, a few steps, and back. If you don't like the moving, just stay in one spot. Breathe. Your bottom of your legs, relax. The lower legs should be warm. So you should feel those, especially with the squat pop. Get ready and squat. We're halfway there, up on your toes, pressing into the heels. Don't push through any pain. Hips are back. I'm not sending the knees forward here. Hips back. You can jump it. Good, last one. Relax, shake it out. All right, football run. Let's get ready. Feet a little wider than the hips. Engage and run. Let's move side to side this time. Gonna change things up a little bit. If you gotta focus on the movement, this is not a hard movement to do with your legs or the rest of your body. So it takes the mind off of the cardio part. Relax if you're not liking the exercise. Breathe. We've got one more of each, and then it's over for those. Wider than your hips, let's bring it down, pop. On your toes, or that little jump. You give me what you can. For today, you got 10 seconds. Don't push through the knee pain though. Breathe. 5 seconds. Good, and shake it out. And we got one more football run. Breathe into your nose, head to your mouth. Get ready and go. Let's move side to side. Let's go forward. And back. And side. Breathe. Other side. And forward. And you are done for that first round. All right, great work. So your cardio should be up a little bit. And so basically, if we're having a conversation, you would answer me with the same few words and then having to breathe. All right, we're gonna go on the floor for the next one. So we're gonna grab the weights. If you don't have weights, don't worry about it. I'm gonna cue so that you can get the benefits without having the weights. All right, so hands and knees. I'm gonna put one weight behind each knee. And you're gonna squeeze it, but not squeeze it so you're feeling the weight like hurting your leg, just to hold it in place. We're gonna go on our hands and knees. I'm gonna switch side because somehow I always wanna start with my right leg. So here, you can be on your hands or fist. Make sure you're not sinking in here. So engage the core first. Inhale, exhale, we're gonna lift the leg up. Now hips are stable. I'm not lifting the hip. I'll show you from the other angle after. So you're gonna go to where you can without lifting the hip. Then engage the glute more, lift the hip lower. So we're gonna do one leg and then the other. It's gonna be here. You're lifting the hip, exhaling, sorry, the leg. Then hip, bring it down. Lifting the leg, hip, bringing it down. So you're working the side here, then we're kicking in a little higher. 20 seconds on each side. I'm gonna give you a little rest for your rest in between and 10 seconds and we'll go back. If you have a hard time with your rest, if you have a step stool or a box, you can go on your elbows here on that step stool. Okay, so just make sure you're not dipping the belly down, so you're nice and stacked, abs are engaged. Okay, let's get ready. So shoulders, shoulder blades in the little pockets, shoulders engaged. You're gonna inhale. On the next exhale, I want you to lift that leg up, pelvic floor in, then hip up, lower. Exhale, up, up, inhale. Exhale, up, up, inhale. Exhale, up, up, inhale. Exhale, up, up, inhale, and relax. Come on up, relax your wrist. We're gonna do the other legs. I'm gonna face this way so you can see maybe the hip if you need to. Try to keep your eyes in front of you. And exhale, leg up, then higher. Bring it down. And then control the first up, maintaining the hip, higher. Bring it down. Control the first up, higher. Bringing it down. And up, higher, bringing it down. And relax. Relax your wrist. We're going to go back to your right side and making sure you're using all of your hands on the floor and lift up, higher, in, up, higher, breathe in, up, higher, down. Make sure you're not dipping onto your left side here when you're lifting higher. You're trying to maintain your core in that neutral position as you're lifting the hip relax. Okay, so that's where your core workout is coming in as well. Relax your hands, and let's go back on the floor. And exhale, up, higher, inhale down. Exhale, up, higher, inhale down. So as I go higher, I want to dip into that opposite hand. So we want to try to prevent that. So maintain that core, engage, pulling out of your shoulders, relax. Relax your wrist, okay? And your eyes are on the floor in front of you. Let's breathe in, exhale, up, higher, bring it down, up, higher, bringing it down. Make sure you're not feeling that into your low back. You're feeling it into your low back. Try and go a little bit lower with your arms. So here it's harder on your core. Good, relax. All right, it's almost over for those. Relax your shoulders. Let's bring your hands down and you're onto your left side. And up, higher, down, up, higher, down, up, higher, down. Basically having the weight there is not a huge addition, but it's making sure that your leg is bent more to hold it in place, right? So we're maintaining that bend into your leg. Relax your wrist, relax your shoulders. We've got one more on each side. And inhale, exhale, lift, higher, straight out to the side, up, higher, bring it in. Exhale, up, higher, bring it in. Exhale, up, higher, and up, higher. One more time, up, higher, bring it in. Okay, relax your wrist. We're going to go on the other side, and it is our last one. Let's inhale, exhale, up, higher, bringing it in, up, higher. So you're maintaining the hip all the way to the end for that first one, and then using the glute to open up the hip more. Not dipping into that right elbow. So arms are nice and stacked. Your eyes are on the floor. Last one, and release. Okay, let's put those weights aside. And we're going to go back to our cardio. All right, so hopefully we woke up the glutes a little bit. We're going to give our hands a break. We're doing jumping jacks or tap jacks, followed by high knees. So your jumping jacks is just here. Now whenever you're jumping, make sure your knees are not dipping in. So sometimes we see this, so keep it a little smaller. If you're finding when you're jumping out that you're feeling your knees after or during, then keep them smaller, or do the tap version. So tapping, you're tapping out, in, and you can go fast. Okay, it's kind of a little harder to coordinate your hands and your legs, so I like to get the legs going, and then I just do whatever with the arms if you're trying to go fast with the tap jack. If it gets confusing, just slow it down. And high knees, high knees. You're up here nice and tall, lifting one knee up, the other, and it's gonna go faster, and you can run it. Make sure you're not lifting, doing this. I want your upper body nice and tall. All right, let's get going. So I'm gonna start with tap jacks, and then I'll jump them. So feet under your hips to start. We're just gonna start with the leg. So your left leg out, in, out, in. Good, then arms. So I'm gonna tap the first 20 seconds. If that doesn't work for your shoulders, bring your arms in front. And move your arms like they're through mud. Relax, actually give me some toe taps to the side. Here, relax your hips. We're gonna go into a high knee and go up, up. So lifting the knee up to where you can. If you're up here, but your hip is coming forward, that's too much. So keep it a little lower if you're feeling that in your low back. So you can go faster until you're into a light jog or a faster run. Relax. Give me some butt kicks here. Relax those quads. And we're gonna go into some tap jack or jumping jacks. So remember, start with your leg and then arms. Soft landing. Toes bow the foot, heels. Arms can be in front too if your shoulders are not happy with the movement up above your head. Relax. Give me some little toe taps to the side. And get ready for those high knees. And up. So up in front, and then you can run those. So for your cardio, so don't no impact or low impact, add the resistance with your arms. For the last 2 rounds, if you're doing it with no impact, you can grab the light weights for the run here. Relax and butt kicks. We're gonna go back to our jumping jacks or tap jacks and go. Remember the variation. No impact, you're tapping out 1 foot at a time here. Arms can be in front. Keep going, we've got 5 seconds. Breathe. And relax. So if you're doing the no impact, grab the weights to have them in front here. It's gonna add some resistance, increase your cardio. And go, high knees. Now, chest is open. You're looking up forward. I have to remember that when I'm jogging outside, because after the first few minutes, I tend to do this, and I have to talk to myself. Up nice and tall, open up the chest, so you breathe better, relax. The little butt kicks. We got 1 more of each, and then this cardio is over. And go jumping jacks or tap jacks. Breathe. We got under 10 seconds. It's your last jumping jack or tap jack. And relax, give me some toe taps. And then your last high knee. Remember, up nice and tall with your core. Lifting those knees up, adding your arms, or running them. Chest open. 10 more seconds. It's your last 10 seconds of this cardio. You do what you can. And relax. All right. Grab some water, walk around, breathe. And we're going to go into our arms next. So, if you had 20 minutes, this is it. Because it's 9:38. You can do the one extra with your arms if you want. If you need to go, though, you can go at any time with the Tabata in between those rounds, because you know you got a good workout. So we're gonna grab the small weights and we're gonna half kneel. So if you have your yoga mat, I suggest you fold it in a few layers so that your back knee is nice and solid. We're gonna switch knee in between. So you're working your core here because this is a little unstable. And we're gonna grab those weights. I'm gonna face this way. So the leg is in front, gonna be up nice and tall, and you're gonna incline forward. And then palms facing your body. We're gonna lift up and then just pause here. Now make sure you're not working with the neck. You're in position here, eyes are in front, and we're pulsing here for 20 seconds. It's gonna be the same position every other exercise, except I'm gonna make you to change where your palms are facing. So palms are facing us. I'm gonna make you face forward. I'm gonna make you face back. And then I'm gonna make you face again towards you. Then we're gonna switch leg in between, bring our arms in front, and here we're gonna do different exercise. So first is gonna be wrists up and down. Then I'm gonna make you pulse it this way, together. Okay, and then we're gonna go again, palms facing different direction. So let's get ready on our knees. So I've got one leg in front, doesn't matter which one. Here, breathe out, incline forward, and arms by your side. Open up the chest, lift those arms behind you, palms facing you, pause here. So little release, press up, press up, press, press. So the rest of your body is not moving. There's no pressure into the low back. Abs are engaged, supporting your back. Breathe. You're pressing into the front heel a little bit. Come on up, switch leg. Good, relax the shoulders. Now, palms towards the back. You're gonna lift up in front. And here, shoulders in, nice long neck, long core. Lift the weights up, weights down. If you don't have weights, close your fist and do the same movement. And you can add a little resistance here. But we don't have a super heavy weight, so add a little resistance. Make sure you're not sinking forward here. Breathe. And arms down. Switch leg. Shoulders in, nice long core. Incline forward. Palms facing back. Let's lift up. And then pulse. So you're releasing a little bit, pulsing. Breathe. Abs are in. When you breathe out, pelvic floor in. It's going to help you maintain that position with your legs. Our eyes are on the floor in front of you. It's almost over. And bring it down. Relax your shoulders. Switch leg. Hands are going to go in front and we're going to pulse them together. Let's breathe out, lift. Shoulder out, shoulders are in. Pulse them together. Now you can add a little resistance here. Make sure your hips are not going with it. You're up nice and tall. Breathe. Good. And let's bring it down. Switch leg. Now, palm are facing you forward. You're going to have the shoulders in, incline forward. And let's lift up. Pulse. Breathe. Watch your neck. So you're looking in front of you, a few feet in front. Pelvic floor in when you breathe out. If you're feeling it into your neck, lower your arms. Now relax. Left switch leg. Hands in front, palms facing each other. Let's put the shoulders in and breathe out, lift. Now I want you to lift the end of the weight towards you. Lift the bottom of the weight, bottom of the weight towards you. Lift up, lower. Lift up, lower. Just a little movement. Do what you can. If the weights are not working for you, drop the weights. Bring your arms down, relax your shoulders. Let's switch leg. It's almost over. Palms towards you, incline forward. Let's lift up. Now I want you to squeeze those palms towards each other. Press, press. So the weights towards each other. You should feel that in the top of your arms, close to your body there. Breathe out, so in your triceps. Abs in. Good, and bring it up. Relax. All right, switching leg, and we're going to go back to those pulses. So let's go up in front, and you're going to squeeze together. Release, squeeze. Think of a big spring between those weights, squeeze. Tighten your hands around the weights. Breathe out. Keep going. Last one, and relax. All right. Let's put the weights off to the side. We got one more cardio and then one more strength sequence. Okay, so during the strength in the Tabata, we're not looking for speed. We're just going for your form and, okay, I'm gonna forget what I'm just gonna look at my numbers sideways. It's not wanting to rotate, and that's okay. So we're gonna do a side shuffle with an extension and then a punch. Just gonna make sure you got some space on your mat here. Gonna shuffle, shuffle, extend to the side a little bit. Shuffle, shuffle, extend to the side. Extend. Little extension. Okay, so just a little bit on the side here. The goal is gonna be our cardio, so we're gonna try to make that shuffle fast. Then side to side toe punch with your punch in your hands. So here, we're gonna do a first round without weight, but then I'll grab them, so feel free to do that as well. Just make sure you're keeping your punch close to you. I don't want that punch over here with the 2-pound weight. Okay, so it's close to you. And I'm gonna add a little hop. That's an option. So we're gonna get going with our side shuffle. And so make sure you have the space. You're nice and light on your feet. And let's get ready. Over, over, extend. Over, over, extend. So I'm not going really high in my extension. I want you to shuffle faster, okay? So you can step it faster, lift your feet so you're not tripping on your mat. You can up. Nice and light, soft landing. Good, relax, give me some toe taps to the sides. And we're gonna go into those punches. So nice wide legs, hands by your side. Punch, punch, punch. Your eyes can stay in front here, because I find if I move my head that fast, I get a little dizzy. Now you can add the hop. That's an option. Relax, give me some toe taps. You're gonna go back to the side shuffle, so get yourself ready into that position to go to your side and go. Shuffle, shuffle, extend. So I'm not just flinging my knee, lift, press, 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 press. Last one, and toe taps. Breathe. So make sure you keep that core engaged the whole time. You can grab those weights if you want. And elbows by your side and punch, punch. So basically having the little weights in your hands is going to make you work your arms a little bit more in your core. But you're going to have to focus really on your arms. So you're gripping those weights so it's easier to engage the core. And let's put the weights down. Let's go for that shuffle. So let's get ready. Little taps to the front. And go. Shuffle, shuffle, extend. Now make sure you're not sinking here. I know it's tiring. It's almost over though. Good, and relax, little toe taps. Grab the weights if you want. So I'm gonna go into that little hop side to side, feet a little wider than your hips, and punch up. So you can just do that rotation. Keep the weights close. If I go far here, I tend to curve my back. I want a rotation here, not a dip. Breathe. And relax, put the weights down. Give me some little toe taps. We got one more of each. So it's your last 20 seconds of each of cardio. You do what you can. Make sure you do not trip over your mat or your feet in those shuffle. So lift your feet. Think about it. Five seconds. And little toe taps. Grab the weights if you want to for your last punches. And feet a little wider than your hips. Let's get ready. Nice strong core. Tap, tap, or hop. Eyes are in front. I'm not looking down at the floor. Look up in front of you. Breathe. 5 seconds. And you are done with your cardio for today. Unless you choose to do more, but that That is on you. All right. And we're gonna go on the floor for our abs. So grab some water, walk around. If you do have the weights, keep them close to you. And so we got 4 minutes left. I'm gonna put it so I can see that. Okay, so we're gonna be on our back here. And you're gonna put your shoulder blades in the little pocket, your neck in neutral. If you have any issues with your neck here, you can put a pillow under your head. So we're gonna bring the legs up into that 90-degree position. I'm gonna have one weight in each arm here. I'm gonna push the weight up, 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 and pull it down. And up, 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 and pull it down. So it's basically, if there was a rope right here underneath my arm, and it's pulling me up, and I'm pulling it back down. Okay? And I'm not bending my elbows here. My arms are staying nice and straight. If you're feeling it into your back, you can put your feet down. Feet up is a little harder, and long legs a little harder. Pillow under your neck. Just make sure it's there just to rest your head. If you find that hard on your neck, just go a little bit and down, a little bit and down, leaving your head down. Okay? And then we are going to alternate that with leg raises. So then legs are going to go up. I want your back to stay in that neutral position as you're lowering the legs to where you can, and then lift them up. So you can go one leg and then switch. That's an option. You can bend the knees and lower and lift, or straight legs and lower and lift. So I'm going to show you what I don't want you to do, but I'm not going to actually do the real thing. I don't want your back to lift off the ground here. I want your abs to engage, keeping this in neutral. So the hardest part with the long legs is whenever you're going down to maintain that neutral back. So I want you to breathe out, 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 maintaining this. Once you lose the back or your pelvic floor, bring your legs up. You can bend the knees to bring the legs up. Okay, so lots of variations here. You do what you can for today. And we're going to start with the weights up, legs up, and go. So you're reaching up, 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 and pulling the shoulder down. Pressing up, 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 pulling the shoulder down. Pressing up, 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 shoulder down. Pressing up, 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 shoulder down. Pressing up, 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 shoulder down. Let's bring the arms down and relax for a second here. Hands can be on your side. Lengthen your legs. Again, they can be one at a time or knees bent. Lower the legs. Breathing out, abs in, pelvic floor in, and then let's lift up. You can bend your knees to lift up. Lower down. I'm not looking for the number of reps here. I want nice and control. Go to where you can, and then up. And let's bring it back into that nice relaxed position. A little break here. Legs at 90 degrees, arms up. And you're going to exhale, pressing up, 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 pulling the shoulder down. Pressing up, 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 pulling the shoulder down. So you're working in both directions, because you can just drop it. But I want you to press the shoulder so you're working your muscles as you're coming back to the floor. Good. Relax your head, bring your arms down. Knees in, just a little shift. Let's lengthen the legs or keep them bent if you're doing the knees bent. Lower the legs, pelvic floor in, maintain your engagement the whole time, and then lift up, bend the knees to lift as needed. Let's bring it down. Breathe, pelvic floor in, go at your own pace with the variation that you are doing, and up, bend the knees, and relax. So I'm not doing a whole lot of reps here. Knees at 90 degrees, arms up. And there's no momentum in that, so let's press up, 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 pull it down. Pressing up, 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 pull it down. Pressing up. So I know I'm making you work your neck here. You do what you can. Our head is heavy. So it's a good workout for the neck. Bring your arms down and relax. Shift the hips. Good. Let's go back to those legs. So remember, one at a time, or knees bent, or straight legs down, and then bend the knees to bring it back up. Lower, breathing out, maintaining your core, and lift. And lower slowly, and knees in, relax. Shift. We've got one more of each, and that was mean of me because I started with the easier one. Usually I start with the hardest. Let's press up, 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 pull it down, and press up, 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 pull it down. Just a little bit of a mental game this morning. We're going to finish with the hardest. Pull it down, keeping your eyes on the ceiling. You're not lifting with your head. You're just following your shoulder. And bring your arms down. Relax, knees in. One more time, 20 seconds. Straighten the legs or keep the knees bent. Listen to your body. Let's breathe out, pelvic floor in. Maintain those abs in. Do the variation that works for you today. Bringing it up. Breathe out as you're lowering, taking your time. And again, do the variation that works for you today. And one more, lowering down, breathing out, pelvic floor in, and bring your knees in. And relax, shift the hips. All right, we're going to stay on the floor for a bit, and we'll finish sitting up. All right, let's take your right knee in, and just give me some little circles, relax your leg. Let's put your right ankle on your left knee. We're just going to do a little opener here. So you're going to press your hand inside the leg, just opening up a little bit, and release. Grab the top of your leg, bring your knee in, a little stretch in your glute. Add that little shift. And let's switch legs. So bring the knee in, little rotation. Relax, breathe. Ankle on your knee, gentle opening. Release, grab the top of your leg, gently bring it in. Add that little shift. Relax your neck. Good. And let's put the leg down. Let's come on up into a sitting position here. We're going to stretch the front of our legs. So our quad, one leg is in front, the other one is behind. And then we're going to engage our abs a little bit to maintain the hips in place. And you're going to gently pull on the back leg. Release, relax, engage here, gentle pull back. Good, let's switch leg. I really like the fact that the eccentrics aging backwards is after this workout tomorrow morning. So if you get up and you're like, oh, we overdid it today, gentle pull back, then at 10 tomorrow you'll feel great. So relax, abs are engaged, gentle pull back. You should not feel like you overdid it. Typically they're balanced, but sometimes one part of our body decides to take over, and then we're working the quads more than I planned on working them, or so if you're feeling your quads are a little tight, then tomorrow morning they'll feel better. Legs in front, you can have your knees bent a little bit if that works for you. I just don't want your back all curved here for now. So legs straight or knees bent, straight back. You're gonna have your feet relaxed. So they're a little pointed, but I'm not working on that. I want you to lengthen your core, gently bring those hands forward, keeping your back straight, a little bit more. Lengthen your back, bring your arms up. Flex your feet, open up. Good, now we're gonna curve the back. You're gonna take your right arm, a little lift, sweeping over your toes. Good, relax and open up. We're gonna do the same with the left arm. So arm by your side, lift it a little behind you, rotate, sweep it over your toes. And up and open. Good. Flexing your right foot, point your left. Left hand on the outside of your right leg, right hand next to your right hip. I want you to look over your right shoulder, walk your left finger towards your right heel. And let's bring it in. Switching side. Point to your flex your foot, your left foot. And right hand on the outside of your left hand. Left hand by your left hip. Look over your left shoulders. Walk your right fingertips towards your left heel. Little stretch underneath your knee. Let's bring it in. Good. Bring your legs in and relax your shoulders. Let's lengthen the neck a little bit, looking up at the ceiling. Bring it back to neutral. Lengthen the back, looking down at the floor. Back to center. Relax completely, but drop your chin towards your chest. Give me a little roll to one side. Center, little roll to the other side. And center and up. Thank you for joining me today. Almost everybody stayed for the whole 45 minutes. You did awesome. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate. I hope you broke a sweat, and I'll see you tomorrow or Friday for Pilates. Take care.